1988 Topps. A pair of 15 card wax packs from McNulty Sports Cards in Stuart, Florida. I'll provide the Facebook link so y'all can check them out. And if you're ever in the Stuart, Florida, Treasure Coast, East Coast of Florida area along US 1, be sure to stop in. This is going to be video 2 of 2. We're going to take a look at packs 3 and 4. Be sure to check out video 1 of 2 to see what we pulled. Also to see what rookies we're looking for, what 100 cards we're looking for, and what error cards where corrected cards were made that we're looking for. Let's take a look at pack number 3. The gum's been good in these packs. These packs are much better than the ones that are in my... so I'm not really liking that little spot right there. Not sure what that is. So we're not going to chance it. No. Looks like the Gary Roenick card got some some gum residue on it. I'm going to go ahead and toss out the Gary Roenick. I spoke too soon, didn't I? Got a little bit of wax residue on the back of the Cleveland Indians leaders card. So we're going to put that in the Jordan Mason pile, but who is on the front? I want to say Joe Carter and Corey Snyder are on the front of that card. Let's take a look. Ooh, I'm right. Joe Carter on the left, Corey Snyder on the right. That's going to be worth a nickel. That's your Cleveland Indians card. Go ahead and put that in the Jordan Mason pile for having that wax residue on the back. If y'all don't know who Jordan Mason is, he's a big-time follower of my channel. And I had been ripping those cards up and tossing them out, but he asked me if I'd be willing to give him those cards, all those cards that went in the trash. And I said, sure. So all of the less than cards that would have gotten ripped up and put in the trash, we'll send them off to Jordan Mason. He says he'd be happy to take them. So here is our basically glossy send-ins card. We've got Pat Perry, Tom O'Malley. Oh, Jordan Mason just sent me a message. He must have heard me. Tony Phillips, Brian Fisher, Dave Lopes. Well, now the sun wants to come out, y'all. Got a little bit of a spot right here on the Dave Lopes card. Let's go ahead and put that in the Jordan Mason pile. The reason why we scrutinize these cards is we want the best copies possible to go into our complete sets, and that doesn't include cards with spots on them or corner damage or nicks, or in the case of Topps, gum residue or wax residue on the back of the cards. We want to maintain the best copies possible for our complete sets. Got Tim Cruz, Danny Cox, Craig Lefferts, Pat Clements, Frank DePino, Ozzie Guillen, Mark Ryle, and Don Sutton. Okay, so that's probably the best card of the pack right there is that Don Sutton. Very good. Let's take a look at pack number 4. We're fixing to get some rain, and supposedly we're supposed to get a lot of rain. So we just finished video 1. We're doing video 2 now, and then we'll upload both videos. I'm a little crunched for time, too. I got to pick up the wife from work here shortly. Gum's looking fine on this one. Do have some wax residue on the back of the Mark Williamson. So that's going to go in the Jordan Mason pile. I don't see any gum residue. Got a little bit of a stain there. And minor corner damage. I'm going to go ahead and put that one in the Jordan Mason pile as well. I'm a little aggressive when it comes to scrutinizing these cards, Scooterpax fans. Again, like I said, I want to try to get the best copies possible, and it's not always easy, especially with older Topps. It just seems like the quality control back in the day with Topps was not the greatest. I'll start out with our glossy send-ins. Got Mike Witt, Jerry Royster. Nice. We'll take that. Turn back the clock to 1963 with Stan Musial. Deion James. Got the California Angels leaders, and on the left, that's definitely going to be Wally Joyner. Who do we have on the right? And I almost want to say that that is a coach. No, it is not. I stand corrected. It's going to be Jack Howell. So you got Wally Joyner and Jack Howell. Those were your two Angels leaders back in 1988. And according to Beckett, card is worth a dime. Very nice. We'll take it. Got Ernie Riles, George Bell, Jody Davis, Frank Williams, manager of the Texas Rangers at the time, Bobby Valentine, Argenis Salazar, Dennis Oil Can Boyd. It's interesting that his Topps cards don't say oil can, but his Don Russ cards typically will say oil can between his first and last name. And finally, Kevin McReynolds. Not bad, y'all. We did get that turn back the clock to 1963 with Stan Musial. Awesome card there. That reminds me, we're doing something kind of new on the Scooterpax channel. We're trying to get an older pack to open about once a month. And about 2 weeks ago, we started that trend with a 1975 Topps 12-card holiday rack pack that I picked up off of eBay. All of the cards were in great condition. You would have thought it was an 88 Topps rack pack. Be sure to check out that video. We pulled some great cards out of that rack pack. And in a couple of weeks, we're going to continue and we're going to get a 76 Topps, most likely a holiday rack pack. That's within the Scooterpax budget, but it'll still be fun nonetheless. That was 1988 Topps, a pair of 15 card wax packs from McNulty Sports Cards, packs 3 and 4, video 2 of 2. Thanks for watching, y'all. Stay safe and stay tuned. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get it off today due to that rain coming in, but if we can, and I don't have to go into work because I'm on call tonight, unfortunately, we're going to try and do our 88 O-Pee-Chee wax pack box. And for those of you not familiar, O-Pee-Chee is basically the Canadian version, or was the Canadian version of Topps. Their cards look almost identical to Topps, except they say O-Pee-Chee down here, and the backs are a little bit different in terms of color. But a lot of fun, But those packs can be aggravating, and we'll get into why when we make those videos. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, y'all, and stay tuned.